Y'all, the way everybody on TikTok has joined forces in the name of this antipasto salad is unreal. Okay? The way the internet has got together for Nicole and this antipasto, and it's fuck Stasia, whatever the fuck her name is, and Jake. Oh, I'm loving it. The last video that I made, just giving y'all the whole rundown about the situation. People are in the comments under that video talking about how how white people don't want to claim her. They're like, yeah, sis is not a part of our community. I don't know where she came from, but send her back. Okay. Trump supporters are like, no, don't put her over here. We don't want her. Okay. We don't want her. There was somebody's grandma in my comments, bro. She said that she DM'd Stasia. She told Stasia to pull up. She sent Stasia her address and said, pull up because you rude. I said, hold on, Kathy. Kathy. Chill out now, Kathy. Because guys, listen. Remember, Stasia said she knows the sheriff. So y'all better pipe down, okay? Stasia knows the sheriff, so I wouldn't do too much if I were you. And now at this point, every Southerner hates Stasia. Whatever her name is, Stasia, Stacy, we don't know. But we know her husband's name's Jake. And he's not from State Farm. Everybody in the comments are like, Nicole, you can come to my house, honey. You can come to my house. Because that's salad. How dare you be rude to somebody who brings such a masterpiece? I'm going to insert the salad right here one more time. Y'all, I got to put the salad right here one more time. Look at that salad. Look at that gorgeous piece of work. She made the cheese. She made the cheese. And the tomatoes came from her garden. And the basil. Tomato, basil came from the garden. She made the cheese. And you gonna kick her out? You didn't even say, hey, what's your name? How you doing? And I seen that house. And another thing. I seen that house. Now, if that is the house, that salad was the nicest motherfucking thing in that house. And you know it. I'm done. I'm done talking about it.
My son just opened the door and gave me a hug and said, it's okay, Mom, it's not your fault. I don't normally post things like this, but I am absolutely humiliated. And I can't. I had to hold it together for the 15 or 20-minute drive home because I didn't want the kids to be, completely, upset. So I was invited to a 4th of July party the other day by my son's best friend's mother. And I thought it was possibly a family party or just a neighborhood party or something because it's a road in the woods kind of thing where they're at the end and then her mother and her uncle and then a couple other houses. But I don't know anybody. I'm new to this area. I just moved 1,000 miles away to be here. And so I made an antipasto salad, this big gorgeous salad, and I asked, is there anything you want me to bring? Thank you so much. I was so gracious. I kept reiterating that. Thank you so much for inviting me. I don't know anybody here. And I get there and the kids get out and I grab the antipasto and I brought one beer with me because I was only going to drink one beer because I don't know, I have kids to drive home. Honestly, never been treated like this before. And I can't imagine having a party at your house and treating a guest like this, even if maybe it was a surprise. I don't know. So I walk into the house with my son's friend's mom and I'm carrying the salad and I have my beer and I just wanted to put the salad down and chat and introduce myself to everybody. And I guess the homeowner's name is Stasia, and her husband, I don't even know who he was. He walked by me kind of angry and like ignored me, but I was like trying to introduce myself to everybody. And her uncle, my son's friend's mom's uncle and mother were there, and they were the ones doing the fireworks, and they had like 500 rounds. And I'm just chatting, not even 5 minutes in the door, and somebody walks in the house and is like, "Are you going to introduce yourself to somebody? Like, it's really rude to walk into somebody's house and not introduce yourself." He's absolutely flipping out outside about some stranger. And I was like so confused. I looked like a deer caught in headlights because I thought I was invited. And even the mother that like invited me, she was like, "What in the world?" Like, I mentioned that she was coming. Like, okay. So, and I was like, "I'm really sorry. I don't even know whose house this is." And the girl goes, "Exactly. You shouldn't be in here." And I was like, okay. So I walk outside, and when I get out on the porch, the girl Stasia I introduced myself to, it wouldn't even look at me. She turned herself looking away on the porch, and there's all these people just angrily looking at me and like nasty. And one guy was like, "Welcome to the neighborhood. See you later." And I was like, okay. So I just dumped my beer out, and I was just like, I was totally distraught. And like, I've never been treated like that. Like, I left the salad for them. It was like probably a $40 salad. I used all the really nice Italian cut meats and like all the vegetables from my yard. I just wanted to make a good impression. And like, this is why you don't make friends in your 30s, because like, people are so nasty. And like, I literally didn't mean to intrude. I thought I was I feel absolutely horrible because I ruined my kid's 4th of July. And like, I feel like that was so unwarranted. I feel like it was just so nasty the way I was treated, and the way that they just kind of ganked like a bunch of strangers just like was standing on the porch looking at me like I was like this horrible piece of shit. Welcome to the neighborhood. See you later. Fuck you. Like, that hurt. I'm like shaking right now. I'm thinking I'm shaking. I don't even know how to. The mother felt so bad. She was like, "Please," she's like, "just follow me down to the driveway." And like, I took her kid with me because the kid wanted to come with me and was like, "I'm not staying here." And I was like, "I'm so sorry." Like, I couldn't stop apologizing. And her mother, the kid's grandmother, came with her down, and they were like, "Just follow us down to the house." They gave me a whole garbage bag full of freaking fireworks, and we're like, "I'm so sorry. I can't believe you were treated like that." Like, I told them I was like just a deer caught in a headlight. I didn't even know how to react. And I was like, "You don't have to give me fireworks." And she's like, I can't believe you were treated like that." Oh, people are so nasty. Good morning. I want to address a few things this morning. I know my face looks really swollen still. It's because it is. I am allergic to my own tears. It sucks. I don't condone anybody threatening or attacking the Hicks. It's not right. I also want to reiterate a few things from my point of view. I walked into that house and I shook Stasia's hand after I put down the salad. And I even told her name was pretty. Jake did walk past me and ignore me in the kitchen. I didn't know who he was. My bad. I do think that I'm going to get backlash for this, for posting my personal experience and opinion with these people in this town. I have a feeling that they're going to retaliate in real life kind of thing. I have been notified that I should be worried about a man named Jeff Eds, and that family, the Hicks family, knows everybody in this town, and I better watch my back. It is what it is. What I find really weird is that they involved my child, and somebody from the school had tried to make him look bad, which is so weird to me because, first of all, he's a child, and second off, he was standing up for himself. I taught him that. I don't wish ill on them. I want them to stay as far away as possible from me. I will never step foot on their property again. I will never speak to them again. And I will never initiate any sort of contact. I want nothing to do with them. What they did was it sucked. And the behavior, as everybody has proved, was just not good. I have been guilty of being an asshole before. I mean, hello. I'm Italian. I'm a Sicilian. I definitely have had my fair share of fights and arguments and stuff, and I've been in the wrong so many times. I'm not perfect. I'm also, not ugly. Oh my gosh, my husband's sending me pictures. I don't base my worth on my looks, and I am totally fine with people thinking that I'm ugly. Cool. Like, how does that make you feel? Does it make you feel good? I still have the kid at my house with my son, and honest to God, I am terrified to drop him off. Like, I really hope that the mother initiates and comes and picks him up. I probably will tell her that she has to do that, because Hicks house, his house, Hicks house. Like, I'm not putting myself in that vicinity. It seems dangerous. The video that they posted of me in the house, I mean, I don't really understand why they did that, because it kind of validates what I was saying, but I'm not going to sit here and be like, I really wish that they would have just did the right thing and, we could have moved on. This isn't my fault, and I'm not going to be gaslit into thinking that I did something wrong. Since all of this has happened, it's been literally impossible for me to focus and post the stuff that I love, like plants and herbalism, botany, my farm. I tried to sneak a couple things in there, but whatever. Thank you. Thank you, everybody, for being so amazing to me. I have never felt this amount of love from anybody. Like, this is just, if I could thank you all personally, I've tried. I've literally tried, but it's so many. And I'm going to keep posting my stuff. And hopefully, since now that I'm in the creator fund, like, Stasia was so angry that I got in, even though I'm monetized on other platforms. Weird, right? Hopefully, I'll be able to afford to buy another house elsewhere, far away from here, and we'll just rent this one out to good city folk.
Have to, need to, or want to. I am not a mean person. My husband is not a mean person. We are not mean people. Neither is my mother-in-law. We simply did not know who this person was that come into our house unannounced to not a party. Let's clarify. This was not a party. This was a get together of people who knew each other. Okay.
I was setting down food and I was chatting. Like, I didn't know that I'm not some party crasher who's coming to rob your house.
Exactly. And I even told them before you showed up, I showed Stasia the food you were bringing, so they knew that my kid and my kid's parents, or my kid's parents, my kid's friends' parents were coming. And then, because me and Mom, we talked a lot about this last night, and I was like, I understand that I should have said something. It wasn't my house. I should have introduced them. But I am so, I don't know the word, like, such an antisocial person that when I get around people, I don't know how I'm supposed to do things the correct way,
Listen, that's totally acceptable. I understand that. I understand, because I'm awkward around people as well. I'm extremely awkward around people I don't know.
That's really awkward. Like, I'm socially awkward.
That's nothing. Like, I'm going to tell you again, I don't blame you for it. I blame them. I blame them for the way that they acted, because now that I have confirmation that they physically knew I was coming, they even saw the salad that I made before I came. That's even more grounds for this to be unacceptable.
Yes, and I also want to say, like, I'm sorry I called you to vent about this and make it even worse, but when me and Mom were talking, that's the first time me and her had been in that house since they moved in, and it was my grandfather's house, so they knew beforehand that you were coming, and I told Mom, I said, was everyone not in the house when she arrived? Like, they walked by her, we were talking, and then everyone just leaves us in the kitchen.
Yeah,
and goes
wild.
outside. But they knew you were there. They were talking to you, and they that left us in.
Yeah, that's pretty wild. See, and I didn't even know that because I don't know who they were. You know what I mean? Like, it's not my home. And that baffles me that they...
We need to have a word with the bitch who invited the salad lady to Stacia and Jake's house, okay? Stacia and Jake, assholes through and through. True and fucking through. But the bitch that invited the salad lady and set her up for that embarrassment is the real villain. You walked that lady into that environment knowing that it wasn't a welcoming one. You knew that it wasn't a welcoming environment. Those are your people. You know them people. You've been kicking it with them. You've been chilling with them. You knew that they were not welcoming. In Black culture, we have a rule. When you're invited, you bring your ass and you bring your dish. That's it. You don't bring your cousin. You don't bring your uncle. You don't bring your auntie. You don't bring your best friend. You don't bring them. If they were not on the guest list, you don't bring them. You were on the guest list and you invited her. And then when the shit hit the fan, you didn't even take up for her. You didn't even take up for her and apologize and say, hey, I'm the one who invited her. Not only did you set her up for embarrassment, you ruined a friendship for your son. You raggedy bitch.
Hey boss, it's me. Yeah, I can't come to work today. Jake called. Yeah, no, he didn't call me. He called her. Folk Medicine Remedies. Yeah, she's the lass that went to the party on the 4th of July and was treated really badly. Well, it was his house, and so he phoned up to apologise. But do you know what he said? Yeah, he said, I'm sorry you took it that way. Yeah, classic. Everyone knows that's not an apology. Anyway, she really stood up for herself. It was great. And then Chris stepped in. Well, he introduced himself. He was like, hi, I'm Chris, by the way. And he was like not having any of it. And you know how she ended the call? She said it was really unpleasant to meet you both. Brilliant. I know. But the thing is, because we're in the UK, we've woken up, but they're probably still asleep over there. They haven't woken up yet, and I have to stay. I have to hear what happens next, so I can't come to work. Yeah, I'll let you know. I'll keep you posted. Well, I don't know. I mean, she was invited. They knew she was coming. She made a lovely salad and everything. And then they were like, who's this? And they treated her horribly. I know. I need to find out what happens next. Well, she's taken her account down, you see. So.
All right. Who is this?
This is Jake.
This is who?
Jake.
Oh, okay. So I can barely hear you. You're like muffled. Okay. Hello, Jake.
Hey, nothing was meant yesterday by the way it sounded. The only reason I come into the house is because I didn't know who you was, and I feel like it would have been the same at your house. Like, you don't want to leave your house for somebody you don't know.
Let me interject for a second. It wouldn't have been that way. I don't treat people like that, and the way I was treated was completely irreparable. I'm sorry, but there is no excuse for the way that you spoke, or not you spoke to me, but the whole entire situation went down. I would never do that.
We just wanted you to come outside.
So why didn't you just say that, or why didn't you introduce yourself? You were literally in the kitchen. I didn't know whose house I was at. I was just coming to a party I was invited to with 2 small children.
Well, I mean, I didn't know that. Nobody told me nothing about it.
But that's not true, because I just spoke to Samantha, and she just told me that you guys were 100% aware that I was coming.
She said you were coming to drop the kids off.
Oh, okay. All right.
I mean, I'm not trying to call nothing. I mean, I don't know why I'm waking up to death threats.
I spoke my truth. I write online. I actually have a big following on Facebook, not too much on TikTok. It's a little bit bigger now. And I spoke my truth. I vented about being hurt about the situation, and I said exactly what happened. And that's it. And people found you guys.
But you feel like that's...
Yes, I have every right. I have every right to speak my opinion and how I feel I was treated. Yes. Do I think that people should be attacking you? Absolutely not. I did not send anybody your way. I didn't even know your name until this morning when people found you. So, I mean, you can sit here and tell me that you can turn it around on me and act like I did something wrong, but I didn't.
I'm not turning around on nobody. I just called to say I'm sorry you got that the wrong way. Nobody wanted y'all to leave. I mean, we knew the kids.
Whoa. I'm going to time you out there right now, Bub. Because I'm going to say this. I'm Chris, by the way. And I'm going to say this right now. The way your mother came at my wife hot like that, just being a wretched human being, that's unacceptable. That is not very Christian-like behavior. And I'm going to tell you right now that no matter where I've ever been in my life, in every state that I've lived in, nobody treats anybody like that. That's unacceptable. It's just trash behavior.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Like I said, I'm sorry that you took that the wrong way.
Yeah.
There was no other way to take it.
There really was no other way to take it. And I hope you enjoyed your salad. And it was very unpleasant to meet you guys. Have a good weekend. The Hicks family knows everybody in this town, and I better watch my back.
This is for Stasia Hicks. If you're not her, keep scrolling. Okay, now that it's just us. If that kid gets bullied at school because you're a grown-ass woman spreading information in your town, trying to turn them all against this lady, if that kid gets bullied, if it keeps going, I swear I'm about to rally up a damn bus to come down there. I don't even know where y'all live. I don't even know where this town is, but I'll tell you what. It's disgusting. It's disgusting behavior. Serious. Telling this woman, we know everybody in this town. Like, ew. Ew. She has children. Children who are going to be affected by your words. Adults that talk to their kids about adult situations and then turning their kids against kids is gross. It's gross in any town setting. Because what the hell? What the hell is wrong with you? The whole situation seems jacked in general, like genuinely, like it literally seems like it was all the neighbor's fault and this girl is getting all of the hate from it and just all the bullshit from it. You, Stasia, made a rude ass video saying a little something, and then your mother-in-law tried to downplay the situation in her video. Weird. Now the lady's kid is getting shit said to him in school. Bad shit. And you're telling her that she needs to watch her back? You guys are telling her she needs to watch her back? It has me so upset. Because you can turn that whole town against her. But let me tell you one thing. There is enough people on this damn platform that have seen that poor lady's video that see you guys as some shitty ass people. And you cannot care about that all you want. Just wait till you go on a vacation somewhere and somebody that remembers seeing your face and remembers hearing about the story, and then you're gonna wish that you would have been nice and fucking apologized. Correctly apologize. The husband's apology just seemed like bullshit in my opinion. Like that, like, ew. No, they all owe her an apology. All of them. All of them. But instead they're turning it into, I'm gonna turn the town against you. I swear, if this was somewhere near me, Stasia, I would love to have a talk with you, girl. I would love to. You give off that personality of I'm better than everybody else and nobody can touch me. That's what it's giving. Again, it's gross. Again, you're a grown adult. Grown adult bullying another adult to the point that her kid's getting shit said to him in school. That's all I have to say. You're gorgeous, babe, but your actions are making you look ugly as hell. Ugly. 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 And for the lady that is going through this,
We support you. We support you and your babies. Because that's ridiculous. It's disgusting, honestly.
Okay, Stasia Hicks, who deleted her post, and I had actually made a comment ripping her a new ass like some other people did. Here's what I said to her, and I'm still irritated about it. That's why I'm posting. I said, because she was like, we didn't know who she was, and then we said sorry. I said, you are the hostess. You invited someone to your house. When I host something, you better believe I am manning the front door, the side gate, whatever, whoever it is, to greet every single person that comes into my house, my yard, onto my property. And if I don't recognize you, for her, I shouldn't have, because I hadn't met her in person before, because she was inviting her because she was new to the area, and her son wanted his new friend to come. You greet that person and you introduce them. You don't walk up to them bullying them saying, who the hell are you and why are you here? I mean, who knew we had to have etiquette lessons, and common decency and lessons on, proper manners, just being polite and kind, especially to people you invite into your house. I mean, what the hell is wrong with people? Yeah, she's an awful person. Horrible. Her and her family. Shame on y'all. Y'all are crappy. And to the woman who was shit on and humiliated, honey, I hope you will find friends. You will find people who will welcome you and and hopefully make up for these ugly, hateful, awful people. But yeah, you don't invite people to your house, and then because you don't recognize them, and again, why would you recognize them? Because you hadn't physically met her in person before. You should be looking for her. If someone's a stranger, you should be walking up to her going, oh, hi, I'm Stacia, or whatever. Are you, or you must be so-and-so. Welcome to my house. The one I invited you to. Stupid bitch. Oh my God, I'm so irritated.
We just didn't want her in our house, okay? And there's nothing wrong with that. So to you people that are getting on TikTok and all my social medias, first of all, or my husband's or my mother-in-law's, so forth, so on, and trying to bully us, I don't care. I really don't.
So here's the thing about Stasia Hicks. You said you live on this country road in the woods and your family all lives around your aunts, uncles, parents. If you invited that lady and her son to your party, you knew it was them. When they came into the house, you knew who it was, girl. I'm from the South. I'm from North Carolina. I know how this kind of get-together parties goes. You knew who it was. You should have stuck up for her, but instead you wanted to be a witch with a bee. Keep it moving and just apologize. You were wrong.
Guys, white people drama has made it to my timeline. Have you guys seen that video with the lady? She got on TikTok and she was crying about how her son was invited to a 4th of July party, and she got there and she was treated rude by the family and they kicked her out, and then she was crying and all this other stuff. We better get into it. But this lady get on TikTok and she says that she's new to this neighborhood, right? Her son made a friend, and the friend's mom invited them to this 4th of July get together, party, whatever you want to call it. She was invited, and the lady was so thankful. She was like, oh my God, thank you so much. I don't have any friends here. I'm new to the town, all that kind of stuff. All right. So she gets there to the party. She made this beautiful antipasto salad. First of all, I didn't know what an antipasto was, but that salad looks delicious. If anybody walked in my house with that, you can stay as long as you like. Do you understand? So the lady says she gets there. Her and her son, they get there to the party. They pull up, the kids go ahead of her. She has to get the antipasto salad out the car. So she get the antipasto salad out the car. I can't get over this antipasto. She gets out the car. She says she walks into the house with the kid's friend that invited her. So they walk into the house together. She's greeting everybody like, oh, hey, I brought a salad. Here you go. My name's blah, 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 blah. How you doing? I'm new to the neighborhood. I don't know. I'm just assuming that this is what she's saying. I don't know. But she's introducing herself to everybody there. And in the process, she hadn't even been there 5 minutes. In the process of her introducing herself to everybody, she says a random man just walks out of the bathroom, storms out of the bathroom, looking at her, all mean mugging her like she, I don't know, like mean mugging her. And she's like, okay, whatever. You know what I'm saying? I don't really know what's going on here. I'm new. Okay. Then she says a few moments later, she's approached from behind from some lady who was like, basically, who are you? It's rude for you not to introduce yourself to people coming up in people's house. We don't even know who you are, basically. This is basically what she's saying. And the lady's like, she caught off guard because like, is that not what I'm doing? But okay. She's just like, I'm sorry. I don't know whose house this is. I'm just, introducing myself to people. The lady says, well, exactly. So you shouldn't even be in here. Lady's like, me and my son was invited here. Okay, I'm gonna just get out. And old lady continues like, yeah, the homeowner is outside. That was Jake that just walked past. He's the homeowner. He's very upset. And she's like, okay, I didn't even know. I just got here, bro. Like, what is you talking about? So the lady goes outside. She said she ends up leaving, basically. She said she go outside. She dump out her beer. She's distraught. She crying, all this other stuff. And she said she walked outside and the people that she just introduced herself to won't even look at her, child. And so there's another guy that's like, welcome to the neighborhood. See you later. Like, just being super rude to this girl. So she just like, let me grab my kid. Let me go. And the lady that invited her, the son's mom, the son's friend of mom, she's like, oh my God, I'm so sorry. She couldn't even believe what was going on. She was like, oh my God, I'm so sorry. I didn't realize, blah, blah, blah. They end up giving her a whole bag of firecrackers and it's like, here you go. I'm just so sorry. I don't know. So she ended up taking the lady's son too. So she gets her son in the car and the other lady's son in the car, and they just leave because the little boy is like, I don't want to be a part of this. I know this is my family, but this too much. Y'all. Oh, that's not it. Then the wife of the homeowner, Jake, remember Jake the homeowner? The wife comes out and makes a TikTok video. Her name is Stasia, whatever the fuck her name is. She gets out come on TikTok and she's like, well, she's trying to make us look like a bad people. She came into our house. We just didn't know who she was. And like, it's fine that we didn't know who she was. She could have been there. It's just, we didn't want her in our house. So like, and it wasn't even a party. Like, it just was something like a get together for the neighbors. Like, basically just being the complete bitchity of bitches that you could ever freaking imagine. Basically confirming everything that this lady just told us about her. Then Jake mama get on TikTok and make a video. I didn't even listen to what the fuck she had to say. I don't care. Quite frankly, y'all treated this lady like trash. It doesn't matter if you knew who she was or not. She said she was invited here. The lady who invited her said, hey, I invited her. Stop acting like that. And you proceeded to act like that after she done brought you this $50 salad. I need to put a picture up of the salad. This is salad. Why are you, Stasia, and Jake mama getting on TikTok talking about, oh, she's trying to make us look bad? It's not making you look bad if I just get on the internet and talk about what you did. That's on you if it looks bad, honey. That's not on me. Now, I usually don't be in white people business, but that shit is all over my timeline. Y'all need to go look it up. And I hope this lady is okay. I don't know her name, didn't catch her name because I was too focused on the mess. I'm sorry, girl. But I hope she's doing okay. And F them people. They were complete assholes to you. And I'm sorry that fucking happened. And Stasia, Jake, first of all, Jake's a bitch. Let's just start there. You know what? I'm gonna leave it.
No, because I'm the party host in my group of friends, and if someone brought someone that I didn't know, I'd be stoked. How much effort I put into these parties. I'd be like, hey, how the heck are you? You brought a salad that's so cute. Nobody does that. Come meet my husband. And even if my husband didn't care, even if my husband was kind of a, you know what about it, he'd be like, cool, nice, love that. I'm gonna stick to the grill. Husband's not like that. But if he were, it's your job to go introduce that person. They're in your house. What? And she brought the most beautiful salad. You're automatically in my family now. You're not even like, we're cool. I'm inviting you to everything now. You're going to do the charcuterie board next time because do you see how beautiful that was? Yeah, you're in. That's it. It's not that hard. Come on.
Didn't you introduce yourself? You were literally in the kitchen. I didn't know whose house I was at. I was just coming to a party I was invited to with two small children.
I mean, I didn't know that. Nobody told me nothing about it.
But that's not true, because I just spoke to Samantha, and she just told me that you guys were 100% aware that I was coming.
He said you were coming to drop the kids off.
So he knew she would be coming, but according to him, it was only to drop the kids off. But later in the call, she also asks why he didn't introduce himself to her when they were in the kitchen together, because she was not aware of who the homeowners were since she was invited by someone else. The rest of the call, he basically beat around the bush. But then we also get the side from his mama. So let's hear what she had to say.
I'm here to clarify this story. It's not all true. It was not a party. You weren't coming to a party. You must have been misinformed. This was a cookout for the neighbors. Well, we realized that a strange lady that we have never seen before is walking into Jake and Stasia's house. So I do what anybody would do. I go in to see what's going on. Said, well, this is making Jake a little uncomfortable. He hasn't met you. Y'all haven't been introduced. Do you all care to come outside?
So again, they state that she's in the house, not welcome to be in there. And they say that she was the only person in the house without the homeowners. But remember, when Nicole first arrived, Jake was in the house and he chose not to introduce himself and instead walked out and went and told his mama that there was someone in the house that he didn't know. Also, she said this was a cookout, not a party. Like, they like to reiterate that. So I went ahead and I asked Google, is a cookout considered a party? And this is what was said. So yeah, it was a party. There was a water slide and all that. But then we hear the conversation that Nicole had with the friend afterwards. And that is where we find out that the whole group knew that Nicole was coming. And they actually saw a picture ahead of time of the food that she would bring in as well.
And I even told them before you showed up, I showed Stasia the food you were bringing. So they knew that my kid and my kid's parents, or my kid's friends' parents were coming.
So did they know or did they not know? That's the question here. The mom did post a video from in the house that she says backs up her claims, but it actually makes them worse because her caption says it will only allow 10-second increments for her. But here's a quick scenario of how this would have been handled in my house. But of course, this is that man's home. He can do as he pleases.
That's why I am not going to everything somebody invites me to somebody else's house. Really, to be honest, I'm probably not going to nothing a lot of people just invite me to, even if it's their houses. But let me just say this. That was wrong. You know what I'm saying? So y'all don't know the story. It has a mother that was invited to get together by her son, friend's mom on 4th of July. When she got there, the people treated her like shit. Okay. They were mean and they were rude. She even brought a dish, just to add on to whatever they was cooking. When I saw the video, because they went and uploaded the video trying to show us they wasn't mean and rude. And that video is showing us that they are mean and rude people. It backfired on them. That's not the way you handle that. Even if she was there, if she walked in, you could have said, hey, I'm just saying, my name is Lisa. What is your name? How did you know about the barbecue? Okay. And then after that, she tell you that such and such told her, then, go on and be nice. Can I offer you something to drink? You know what I'm saying? If you know how to host a party at the same time. But the way y'all handle that lady, her feelings should be hurt. But this is also showing us that y'all are mean and rude people. So you can't camouflage that. You can't take that back. So it is what it is. And she said her husband tried to apologize and the lady didn't want to accept the apology. I probably wouldn't accept it either. It is what it is. But y'all be careful of people inviting you to other people's houses. Sometimes that don't turn out good. And be careful because people will invite you places so they can be weird to you. Now, I'm not saying this the case, but I'm just letting y'all know one thing I'm going to do is give y'all something y'all can hold close to y'all heart. Hugs and love. Y'all be blessed, J-Lo.
One thing about the Stacia Hicks story on the 4th of July is, story after story that I'm seeing is you forget, man, people are under demonic attack, under demonic oppression, suppression, and possession. So a lot of people are just so dark and so ugly and so nasty and so negative. And it's not because they're just, private people. It's because a lot of people, man, they are operating with spirits. You would be, but you should not be surprised how many spirits are attached to people. Like, even in the Bible, it was known that some people will have legions of demons in them. Like, don't be surprised. People are operating with spirits and spirits operating within them. Don't be surprised. They could be your teachers, your lawyers, your best friends, your classmates, your co-workers. It could be anybody. It could be everybody. It could be you. Like, you need to understand the kind of world we live in.
Are you guys on the Hicks 4th of July party TikTok? Because that is where I've been spending my afternoon. Let me break it down for those of you who don't know. There's this lady just moved to the area, doesn't know a lot of people, gets invited to a 4th of July party from her son's friend's mom. Gets to the party and is just treated so poorly. We don't know you. Jake's outside feeling really uncomfortable that you're in his house. Come outside. Could you introduce yourself to someone? No one knows you. She's treated atrociously. She ends up leaving. She's devastated. Posts about it on TikTok. The family now is coming and trying to state their side, and it's literally just confirming everything that this lady said. Stacia did a video that's already been taken down, and she's like, we are not mean people. She had to come on TikTok to try to make us look like bad people. Like, girl, you're doing that all on your own. Mom gets on and is like, oh, if you're gonna come on and stay your side, at least show some truth. Her video is literally just like collaborating what the original creator already said. She's like, yeah, she showed up to our house, this lady that we don't know. We're like, okay, and by the way, it's not a party, it's a cookout for the neighbors. Like, I'm sorry, do you not know how to be a host? The amount of times that we have had people show up at our house that we weren't aware were coming, and you want to know what that looks like? Oh my gosh, hi, I'm Amanda, nice to meet you. Who are you? Awesome, nice to meet you. Well, help yourself. There's soda in the fridge. Let me know if you need anything else. Like, good gravy, whether you know the person or not. If you were the host, if you were the homeowner and you're like, oh my gosh, this is kind of weird. Who's at my house? Suck it up, maybe? Suck it up, maybe? It is wild to me. It is wild to me how grown-ass adults treat each other.
Those people, the Hicks, who had that gathering of people who happened to know each other or whatever, who were super rude to the woman who brought the antipasto salad, that beautiful antipasto salad, I know who they voted for. I'll leave it at that. I definitely know who they voted for.
Did anybody else stay up last night going down the Stacia Hicks and the antipasto salad lady rabbit hole? Because I did. Okay, so I live in Mississippi, and if somebody was having a gathering and somebody came in, especially with a freaking dish, you would not be like, who are you? Who are you in my house? Leave. We don't want you here. We don't know you. Absolutely not. You would literally, it's so easy. You would say, oh my gosh, thank you so much. I don't think we've met before. What's your name? Oh, okay. I'm so-and-so. This is my house. We're so glad that you're here. This looks great. We appreciate it so much. It's not that hard. Anyway, I'm convinced. I stayed up for like 2 hours last night watching these videos of this antipasto lady and the Stacia Hicks fruitcake. Disappointed. Like, get it together.